everybody, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the YouTube video, wherever you're watching this. We are officially back, my friends. There was a gigantic ban announcement here not too long ago at the beginning of the week. And we lost Flage, we lost Lotus Field, which very much hurt Amulet. And then some unbannings of Violent Outbursts, which will bring back, Rhinos. It will bring back Living End, and almost assuredly will bring people back in way higher numbers right now than, when the dust settles. The Rhinos decks, the Living End decks, they're great, and they will be extremely powerful, but we'll see how good they are now that, cards like Consigned to Memory are in the metagame, so we'll see about that. And then GT got unbanned for the LOLs, for the LOLs, because let's get real, that card is not going to be playable here in Modern, but I'll be happy to be wrong. I mean, hey, it would do some work to my poor Ragavans here. That is for sure. So what we're going to be starting with, I'm going to be playing a ton of Modern now. So whether you're watching the stream or a YouTube video, our focus has shifted now that standard season is essentially almost over, as I just have one more event commentating DC here next weekend. But outside of that, it's time to focus and get ready for Modern for the RCQ season, to get a sideboard guide out for all of you playing in a qualifier. And the next Pro Tour in Amsterdam, which I'll be commentating with Ailey Loney here in a couple months, is Modern. So it's time to figure out that format once again, basically until Marvel Superheroes comes out. Then, I'll be doing some limited prep as well. But otherwise, we are going to be playing a ton of Modern, and I absolutely can't wait, my friends. We got to start it off with a couple of the decks that have a soft spot in my heart. They're some of my most favorite decks. This deck literally helped me win the biggest tournament of my career, the SCG Invitational, where on the backs of Death Shadow, I went 7-0 in Modern to make it to the top 8, and then I won the top 8, which was Standard. We had Luris then, so the deck was a little different, a lot more powerful, but, we got some new toys here. One of the newest toys, Moon Shadow. Let's see, can I maximize cards yet? Nope, Magic Online hasn't fixed that yet. All right, fair enough. Moon Shadow is one of our newest additions to the deck, and it always felt like it would be very good with fetch lands. Anytime you crock a fetch, it gets bigger. Anytime you discard with Psychic Frog, it's going to get bigger. And of course, anytime something dies, it's going to get bigger as well. I would assume it gets triggered off Street Wraith as well. Yeah, I wouldn't see why not. So Street Wraith, or Moon Shadow, Street Wraith, they're going to have a nice combo. And then, you just get to play some of the best cards here in the format. Psychic Frog's awesome. A couple Croxa is something I've always really liked with this deck. And then you have Stubborn Denials to counter some big spells once you get a large creature out there. We'll see. I hope this deck is awesome once again, because it's one of my favorite ones to play. So, all right, let's do some battling. We are so absolutely back, y'all. Oh my God, this hand just looks like an absolute work of art. I'm going to keep. It looks great. I do wish I had a Surveil land now. Maybe one Surveil land is not the worst. Yeah, let's really pray they are a creature deck. Otherwise, we are definitely in trouble. Okay, this is still probably Boros energy, right? I mean, that deck is still going to exist. Okay, so I would think we have a good Boros energy matchup, but we're going to find out. Yeah, if it was literally Storm, I would cry. Oh, Bobble and Fetchland tricks? I am so here for everything. But what do I want? I don't know actually what I want, except like... I am kind of regretting not putting one Surveil land in. I'm not horribly against a Thoughtseize. That actually sounds nice. Oh, them not having Flage is going to be the biggest deal, though. Like, this matchup was bad with Flage, and without Flage, I don't think it's that bad. But we're going to find out. Yeah, one Ruckus Theater, I think, is probably something we'll add. Yeah, that is a big thing. Our life is now a resource now that we can't just get sixth out of nowhere with Arena and Flage. We don't have to stop at 7. We can go to 4. Here comes a Johnny. Okay. I don't think I ever have to fetch immediately. And then again, yeah, Surveil Land is actually kind of bad because I always want to be taking damage. So maybe that's just wrong. Maybe that is wrong. Hello, Regavan. Y'all, the amount of joy that is just pouring out of my heart as I draw and see these cards is just through the roof. Oh, I'm so happy. All right, so we're always going to want Blood Crypt. And some blue land. Do we want the grave or do we want the vents? I'm also unsure if we want 2 steam vents, 2 graves, 2 blood crypts like I've had in the past, or 2 basics. Like there's a lot of questions to be answered here. So I think I am going to Thoughtseize and then I will have to Fatal Push. So I'm going to need a lot of red, it looks like. Oh, wait, no, I literally can't get the red if I'm doing those 2 things, huh? Okay. Fetching here is some of the hardest aspects of the deck, that's for sure. All right, let's start with a Thoughtseize. Could play a Shadow. Whoa, what the hell is this? Is this how the hands show up now? I don't hate it, kind of. I hate this hand because it's quite good. Seasoned Pyromancer always feels like the scariest card to me. Like, this is whatever. It's not going to do anything to the Shadow of Death once it gets big. It'll kill Regavan, but Regavan is whatever. But Pyromancer, I just don't want them to have more cards. Boom. There, that's a good hand. That is just a great hand. Why can't I grab this? Oh, there we go. Okay. Wouldn't be shocked if they just play all their cards. And she will shine to show us the way. No. Aggressive. I guess it's kind of the same. No, I mean, they do lose out on something here. Oh, I was like, if they tick up thinking to play around Lightning Bolt, they are in trouble. I'm pretty happy with that play. That was super great for us. Stubby D's are probably going to come out. So I got to just kill a Ajani, and I suppose I'm just playing the Shadow here. The mana is a little awkward already, but it is what it is. I don't think it's time to get risky with Expressive. So let's just go like this. The Shadow of Death. I haven't cast you in so long, my friend. How are you? Still just hanging around? Near death? Thriving? God, I hope they don't have Flage here, though. Flage would really wreck me. No Flage one time. Okay, this is all good. Now they can send this to the skies, which means I take a good chunk. Yeah, we easily could just be too far behind here, though. As cool as all this is, I could go Thoughtseize them, take their card, attack for 7, put them to 11, Unholy Heat, Voice of Victory, take 5, go to 1, hope that they can't generate 3 mana, or 3 energy. They didn't play a land, so it's probably a spell. And then I could also dash Regavan if I need a couple more points. Alright, whatever, let's try it. I don't even know what that does, but get that one out of there. The Shadow of Death. Ooh, Toxic Deluge as a sideboard card is pretty spicy. That could be better than Pyroclasm. That is pretty spicy. Put yourself to 1. I like the idea of that. So I can either kill that. No, it has to. No, it just literally has to be Voice of Victory, doesn't it? Okay. Let's see what their attack is going to look like. Don't like dash a Regavan. Ugh. That's disgusting. 2 blockers. Gaining 2 life. What a top deck. What a top deck. That's going to be tough to beat. That is going to be tough to beat. And by tough, I mean impossible. Croxa would have been pretty bad there anyways. Okay, we're just never going to find a land. Alrighty. So, our stubby Ds are not very good. Pyroclasms and Fatal Pushes are quite strong. And how do I like Dress Down? I don't love it. That's probably the only change. That's probably the only change I want. I guess having Dress Down instead of something like Thoughtseize could be okay. Or Croxa. Let's do 1 and 1 with Croxa. I'm still not positive if Croxa is amazing or completely unplayable. I can see it going either way. Oops, forgot to unpause. Might have missed a turn or two on if you're watching this on YouTube. My fault. My fault. But we just top deck Croxa after flooding. Gotta love that. So take some damage. Moonshadow grows. This can go get another basic. And then we can bring Croxa back almost next turn. Okay. Do I want to conserve life? I kind of do, actually. Since we don't have anything to go with it yet, and we're hitting pretty hard with this Moonshadow. This Moonshadow's been pretty good. Pretty good. Now if Moonshadow dies, Croxa can come back next turn, which would be huge. Yeah, the Boros energy decks are just definitely going to get a little more low to the ground. What do you got here? Wrath of the Skies for 1. Well, that does enable Croxa, which is pretty strong. Wrath of the Skies is an interesting one against us. All right, we'll get Steam Vents. Hello, Flage. Come to me. Boom. And we got a nice little play for next turn, too. I don't care about voice too much yet. What you gonna discard? Crocs is gonna probably be pretty good in a decent amount of subset games of against Boros Energy. Play control, bring back Croxa. So I'm gonna bring in the other one instead of Dress Down. Dress Down does not seem as good. What does this card do? Is this the new Flage? Kind of. Yeah, that card actually does do some nasty work to me, huh? I don't know if it's good per se, but it's definitely a card. Uh-oh, we could be dead. Okay. They're just throwing away everything to kill Croxa instead. Okay. Might as well block, it's the same. Okay. Goblin Bombardment's still a hell of a magic card, I'll tell you that. Especially against a dashed Regavan, which I definitely want to do here. Alright, let's dash. See what kind of spice we can get from them. We'll get the treasure. We can play Frog and hold the swamp to discard it. I don't want to just gain energy. Blue, black. Alrighty, your go. Seasoned Pyromancer and discard a creature would have sucked, but alright, we got there. We got there. Okay, so only change. I want to bring in Croxa. It was amazing there. Croxa basically won us that game. They went a little more controlling as well, but man, Moonshadow into Frog, that's quite a draw as well. Or even Moonshadow Saxon Baubles, Moonshadow Cycle Street Wraith. That card could be the real deal, actually. Could be the real deal. No other changes I really want to make. Yeah. Okay. Well, we got the combo of Moonshadow and Street Wraith. Is it good? I don't know, but we're going to find out. I'll keep. Not a busted hand by any means, but it's solid. It might be a Thoughtseize start anyways here. And then we get down Moonshadow. That sounds good to me. Let's see what you got. I'm going to take the good card. It's got to be a Johnny. Our Moonshadow is going to be very dead. That's a fact. I do hate just Goblin Bombardment existing. I am not a fan. All right, well, here's this. Does mean we have to be a little wary of our life total. Which, I mean, it might even be the time to do it now. Just only take one. Get our swamp. Just in case they Blood Moon us anyways, I actually don't mind that. If I draw EI, it's a little awkward, but that's the only scenario. So the Galvanics are both going to clean us up. So I should probably still just take the threat and save my removal spell. Yeah, I think so. Wish I had a Street Wraith. One more Street Wraith to mess up the Galvanic would be kind of cool. It's dead. So nice that they just don't have the inevitability of drawing to Crocs every game. Or to Flage every game. Okay. That does give us Delirium too, which is not so bad. I love the bobble trick. Alright, well. I don't know how much damage, once again, I want to take when they have Goblin Bombardment. So I think I am going to just be a coward here and put in a tap land. Don't think we'll need to Unholy Heat at instant speed. If they do a Johnny us, then we are punished. Because they'll get the thing. Wow, didn't keep this lightning card, huh? That card seems good. Okay, there's Regadaddy. Regadaddy's here. Come on. I guess I throw Regavan out to the wolves. Nah, maybe not. What if I draw another Thoughtseize? Yeah, alright. I'll just say go. Here would be a great time for a Surveil land. So far, that's 2 moments where I've wanted a Surveil land, so it's probably going to be worth it. Or just, God forbid, one expressive iteration. Okay. Get that one out of there. Croxa. Expressive iteration. Croxa. Frog. None of those are those things. Alrighty. Needed a clock here. A shadow would be great. Something that doesn't die to this Galvanic. 2-drop. Come on. Removal is not great right now. Soul Guide Lantern. That one's pretty good. They might actually sack it, though. Negative. So if I do draw Croxa, I can still Croxa. Son of a... Where's my expressive iterations? This game was so ours if we could just draw one of our meaningful 2-drops at any point. but I feel like it's slipping away. I don't even have a land to fetch for that one. Tilt. Yeah, I mean, the fact that, with Flage not existing in the deck, I will eventually draw Expressive Iteration is what I was going to say. All right, so blue, red, blue. Let's go, EI. Okay. Hand. Exile. Top. Here you go. The Shadow of Death. And we'll bobble ourselves. I'll be keeping that one. Now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. We're here. So glad this isn't the other 3-mana mythic. I feel alive again, y'all. God, I love casting Expressive Iteration. It is so good. I'm so glad we got a shake-up in Modern. We needed it. We all needed it. Okay, here comes some hasty creatures. I am still afraid. Okay. Guess I need to kill it now, huh? Seasoned? Okay. All right, I see what they're trying to do, and I'm going to let them make the mistake. I'm going to let them make a mistake. They didn't make the mistake. So that, I was hoping they would cast Galvanic now, but now instead, if I Fatal Push Lightning, otherwise I lose Death Shadow here, and they would keep Lightning. All right, I guess I don't want that to happen, so let's get that out of there. Now you're washing over me. Yeah, Bombardment's always the scariest card. I actually want to incentivize them to kill a Regavan. Like, they have a great block here. They block Shadow, kill Regavan. I'm going to give them that opportunity. Because I want all their creatures to go at my creatures. Here they come. Left you in a daydream, now you're washing over me. I'm glad this isn't a lightning bolt. Instead, it's a galvanic. Yeah. No problem. Blue, black. And I'll say go. I want to leave some cards in my hand to discard in case I get galvanicked. Big turn. No Pyromancer. No Pyromancer. Oh, come on. Oh. Okay. I'll give him a little information. Jump, jump, everybody jump, jump, jump. Not gonna cycle that, believe it or not. Not at the moment. Come on, did we get there? God, one thing, I don't want to see Wrath of the Skies. That would really actually hurt. Hooray! Opening match with the Shadow of Death comes with a W. Let's go. And against the big bad, and our list is loose. That's a good sign. That's a good sign for the Shadow of Death. Let's play more. Okay, on the draw, the two shadows are a little show. I guess we have three shadows. This shadow is good. I'm going to keep, and we'll see which one drop we're going to play first. It's not going to be Death Shadow. I'll tell you that. Unless we top deck a ton of Street Race. In which I still probably want to start with Moon Shadow. Steam Vents. DRC. Okay. I am terrified of DRCs. But I think I need to crack the bauble. And if I need to crack the bauble, I think I should get value first. So I'm going to start with the Moon Shadow. And I think I'm going to sack it right away. They could be... I'm not sure what they are. Ooh, that's pretty telling. All right, there. Is it Prowess? Is it Prowess? That's a good one to know about. They are going to be trying to kill us quite quickly, so our Shadows of Death are going to be large. They are going to be quite large. And our stubby Ds are actually going to be pretty good too. Our hand is nice. Lava Dart in the yard. Well, thank God we did our bobble first, huh? That could have been a problem. That's the new Surveil Your Flage into the yard. Now that that card's banned, that is the new, like, oh my God, they put the dart in the yard. Not cool. Okay. Easy Delirium, no big deal. We might just have to play like one shadow and already be on defense. We'll see. Oh, no land would be huge. Okay. In that case, maybe I just kill this and play a Ragavan. Ragavan's a lot worse with Lava Dart, but Lava Dart's a lot worse with one land, huh? That kind of seems like a good game plan. If I just go Ragavan and push this turn, next turn I can go double Shadow, Stubborn Denial up and say, good luck. All right, I like it. So I'm going to want a Watery Grave. No, I want the Watery Grave to be saved. No, that's still fine. I have another Watery Grave, right? Is this a double Watery Grave deck? All right. Yeah, there is 2 Watery Graves. Okay, so that is big. So let's go... I don't have to do this now, but I still think I kind of want to. I could have dashed Ragavan first and used the treasure, but I think this is better. I think I want a permanent in play. Moon Shadow, pretty much a 1-mana 3/3 here. And that's great. Moon Shadow has looked pretty nice so far. I've been impressed. Two top, so found the land. Are they going to Lava Dart my Ragavan? No. If I take 3, go down to 9, what are the odds I die? I mean, it just has to be my play anyways. I do think it's possible that I would die, but... I guess I don't have to. Oh, actually, now that Moon Shadow's a 4/4, if I get a swamp, DRC is going to force attack. That should be enough for lethal. Yeah, I actually don't have to risk it. Sick. God, Moon Shadow strikes again. I thought I had to take 2 to make sure my shadows were big enough, but I just don't. This is going to grow them alone. So then the one stubby D here. And I got myself an army. So I don't die to double bolt plus countering the Violent Urge. I basically just have to counter the Violent Urge. Okay. Now, I mean, if they have Spell Pierce or whatever, I'm probably dead. Not probably. I'm just dead. All right, let's hope for the best. Do you have another one, friend? I died a double bolt still. Hooray! Love it, love it. Okay, I want more removal. That's about it. My sideboard is not that equipped for this matchup, it doesn't seem. Unless I bring in Pyroclasm. Flusterstorm's not the worst, and Dress Down's probably not the absolute worst either. It's probably not good enough. Ragavan isn't amazing against the Lava Dart deck, I'll tell you that. Neither is Kroxa or, honestly, Street Wraith. So I probably have some cards I don't love. Thoughtseeds on the draw is also quite bad. Maybe Flusterstorm is better. Flusterstorm and Pyroclasm could be good. And maybe Dress Down. I think those are all question marks. I do think Thoughtseize on the draw is close to unplayable. Honestly, the Dress Down Kroxa plan could be a real thing. You know, I think there is a world I take out Street Wraiths too. The free damage I give them is not really that great. I can deal damage to myself on my own. All right. Let's see if that's correct. It might not be. Take cards out that deal myself damage because they're going to be trying to deal me damage. Makes my Moon Shadows a little bit worse, but that card's already busted. That card was sick. I attacked for 3. It's sketch. But Pyroclasm could be good on the draw. But it's quite sketch. I don't even have a fetch land to look after it. Yeah, I don't think so. Too many sideboard cards, too sketch. Also not amazing. But I'm going to keep. God, the swamp is so bad too. I almost want to get rid of the swamp. All right, I'll get rid of the Flusterstorm. Well, let's try it. One card I don't want to see is the Corey Steel Cutter. I feel like I just got to kill this card on sight. That actually makes me want to play the Moon Shadow and let them have a turn with this, because I just didn't want to play this and get it lava darted, but now I don't have to. Okay. I hate playing the swamp as well, but I think this is better. I don't mind one hit, get my life total a little lower. That card terrifies me, as it should. That makes sense. That was probably the best draw I could have had. I'm probably going to need that. So let's get blue-red. I like the yield all button. That's nice. Do I just get Blood Crypt? I don't think it matters too much. Yeah, I guess. I'm not going to be able to cast EI anyways if I draw it. So let's do that. Here it comes. Unholy Heat is not the best removal spell, though, up against a deck that plays Mutagenic Growth. No blocks are declared for me. Terrifying. Ooh, that actually could be sick. That actually could be really sick. I feel like I don't want to sack this because if I get lightning bolted, it could be pretty bad. I wish I was at one less life. Get a shadow down. Do I dress down now? I don't think so. This Moon Shadow is the truth. It's definitely been better than DRC. I'm sorry I doubted you, friend. You're the real deal. Yeah, my plan is to dress down in response to the first show off. That way I can kill this one. And if they start casting spells now, they can't do too much. Yeah, so my plan here is going to be wait till I end step, this goes away, figure out if I get a card or not, which I'm unsure, and then Unholy Heat with Delirium so I play around the card. Or I Fatal Push because I want to use red mana for Unholy Heat next turn. That's actually what I should do. So the Delirium won't matter for now, but it will matter next turn. If they do have a Spell Pierce here, it's kind of brutal, but I think a Spell Pierce would be good anyways. God, and I'm at 13 life, which is awkward. I really want to fetch land. Fetch land. Or Thoughtseize. Oh yeah, I don't have Thoughtseize in my deck. Oh, that's all right. Okay, here's some shadows. Let's hope I'm not dead to this slick shot show off. My opponent has 4 cards in hand though, so I do not feel great. Imagine if I had dressed down now. Yeah, there it is. Now the real question is, do I do it now? And I think the answer is no. Because if they attack me for 3, I'll take it. One top, one bottom. I don't like that. That's no problem. No attacks. I mean, I'll take it. And I'll attempt to win the game. Should I get hit with first strike damage? Should I put myself to 4? I don't die to a lightning bolt. Then it does put lethal if they sack that fetch land. YOLO, we're playing to win. No blocks. All right, here we go. Match 3. A solid hand. Do I do this now? I don't think there is a point. So we'll wait till their upkeep. Boom. Char Belcher. Well, our denial will actually be good. Our fatal push will not be good. What the hell? It's not blue Belcher. It's not your granddad's Belcher. That's not good either. Well, we might have to do it. The fabled go for expressive iteration. Ooh, can I play that as a land? I know I can't, but okay. Moon Shadow to hand. I don't think I need to get a Moon Shadow down. How fast is Storm? It's fast, but I don't think it can really kill me through a Thoughtseize next turn. So let's blue-black it up. Okay. So it does the Belcher thing. Why does it have Bitter Reunion in the deck? So that enters tapped. Could take the untapped land. I kind of like just taking untapped land here. Time walk him a bit. I have the answer for Belcher, kinda. If you storm with Scion. All right, whatever. Yeah, let's take a look at what this list actually is. I have not seen this version. All right. I feel like we're quite safe then, as long as they don't top deck untap land, Metamorphose into like a ritual or something. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Either way, Regavan on 1 is probably the best card against a deck like this. But we are going to need some more. More cards. Red, blue, EI. All right, well, let's get this to our hand. Let's get Fatal Push the hell out of here and get this here. I guess they can maybe Belcher me next turn. And once it lands, I'm dead. I want my Moon Shadow to get bigger, but it's a risk to play the Moon Shadow first and then cycle Street Wraith. So maybe I should just cycle Street Wraith first. I have to counter Belcher. That's like the one card I have to counter. So I guess I can't take the risk. I need to do this first. Sadly. Damn it. I would have hit. Let's get some sweet, sweet info. I'm happy for you. Whatever that card does, enjoy it. All right, then we'll say go. Yeah, sure, whatever. Sure, whatever. Stop drawing removal spells, Corey. BM. The old BM. Okay, I love no land drop there. This yield all button is kind of an absolute gasser, huh? All right, get him on in there. Moonshadow, I'm putting the 4th Moonshadow in this deck. This card is nice. Should I cast that and destroy myself? Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Think about nights I've never been. We keep running back again like we got something to prove. I'm gonna take the ritual, and I'm gonna make a spicy little play here. Dang it. And I can't get far from it. And from what that looks to be like their 5 cards, I'm gonna play a Ragavan. And we'll say go. Now, anything I can put to the graveyard will be lethal. Yeah, it does also turn on Stubborn Denial. The 1 mana Stubborn Denial is honestly good enough right now. Those times when we were young and everything was so brand new and our words were so true new. I had known back then. We might have stayed. All right, well, while our opponent is thinking, this is kind of the perfect time to talk about the next event I'm going to be playing. I know we're playing Modern now, but that is right. Okay, DC is the next event I'll be covering for Star City Games. So this will be the 2nd regional championship. Out of 2, we just had the first one in Cincinnati. It was really awesome. We'll see where the metagame adjusts. So go to follow that link below and come join me. I'll be playing some Mystery Booster Sealed on Friday as well. And then commentating the RC with the one and only Jim Davis here. Not this weekend, but next. So come on down, y'all. It's going to be fun. All right, opponent is doing things. So they exiled 2 things. They exiled 1. Exile the top X cards of your library. You may play up to 2 of those cards until the end of the turn. I mean, I think just whatever. Okay, so now I know they have Metamorphose in hand. I don't have Lethal, which is unfortunate unless I draw something. Medallion. I don't think I'm supposed to care about that. So I know this is their hand. Blood Moon's gone, so plus Metamorphose. Well, that can't be right. One of these cards got exiled. Ah, whatever. I'll just draw a fetch line and kill him. That actually doesn't kill them, because I have 3 spells. No, it does kill them. Check this. Yes, it does. Yes. Yes. Get that frog out of here. Put the frog in the hole. 11! 11! Woohoo! Okay. How to sideboard against a mono red storm deck. I got to play around the old BMs. Blood Moon's like the only card I'm afraid of. So, can I F up their lands in any way? I cannot. Consign does kill stuff that matters. Blood Moon is kind of the scariest card, though, huh? Well, first it's going to be a product of how many cards do I have to bring in, because all my removal is bad. So the rest, I have to bring in 6 cards. So what are my less crappy cards? Sacking a treasure does not trigger Moonshadow, I believe. God, if it does. Every one of our permanent cards are put into your graveyard. I mean, tokens do to go to the graveyard. I don't know. Does that work? It doesn't work. Okay, I figured. All right, so 6 cards, 6 counter spells looks good to me. Flusterstorm's instant and sorcery, though, so it does not counter Blood Moon. I do got to be wary of the old BM. But, yeah, this looks great. Maybe Meltdown? No, Meltdown just doesn't seem like a very good card. I guess it's good against Affinity, but... I'll keep it. See how big this Moonshadow can get. I might want to Thoughtseize, though. I probably want to start with... Here's the sick thing. If I start with Thoughtseize and I don't do any Street Wraithing, turn 2, I can Moonshadow, double Street Wraith, sack a fetch, and if I find Stubborn Denial, we're on. Which is pretty sick. Alright, I'm going to Thoughtseize. If they have like a Ruby Medallion hand, I think this is better. That is a Ruby Medallion hand. I could take their only land. If I don't take... If I take their land and then they do the thing, I might just die. I can't beat that card. So, I think it's between Ruby Medallion and the land? How many lands does this deck play? None, clearly. How many are untapped? Not that many, right? They legitimately have like 7 outs to hit an untapped land. Yeah, YOLO. We'll go with God on this one. Are you gonna Orum's Chant me? That would be stupid. Alright, the Shadow. That's pretty good. Blue-red. Guess I didn't need to do it now. Okay, your go. I'm going to attack for 6 next turn. I don't think I care. I already get him to discard a card, you know? I will stay silent. Five, yeah, whatever. Maybe I don't actually take the damage, though. Just in case. They'll never take damage, as they don't have lands. So it's a 2-turn clock where Flusterstorm plus Thoughtseize is going to have to work. And I get to attack for 7. I guess I could just play a frog, right? This is absolutely sick. Moonshadow is messed up. I probably just counter the Manamorphose. I guess if they drew another ritual, this punishes me. Wait, no, that's not enough, right? Another ritual would only be 3, 4, 5. So yeah, this has got to be correct. That was their hand. +1. Two spells. Ritual plus Grave Shot would only be 4 spells. So we don't die to a random Grave Shot. I mean, the Thoughtseize to take their land did kind of prevent them from having fun, huh? This deck is awesome. Moonshadow, I was not familiar with your game. I was not familiar with your game, Mr. Shadow. Wow. Wow. That is awesome, y'all. Another masterpiece of a hand. I am so in. I'll keep. All right, looks like both of us are 3-0 in this league. All right, so this is probably Blue Belcher. Well, our Ragavan is always the best play against Blue Belcher almost every time. So let's do that. Then get some frogs and start backing it up. Here's this. Here's this guy. Pass to you. Oh, I guess they can counter that, huh? Okay. Let's see. Interesting. I haven't played Shadow with Street Wraith in a while, Because it hasn't been that good, but Street Wraith makes Moonshadow better. Can I play that? That would be sick. I don't think I can. I want it! Okay, so they can't Belcher me on turn 3, right? I gotta remember how Belcher works here. So let's pull up a classic Goldfish list. And just, I obviously know how it kills me and stuff, but I can't remember if it, like, can turbo out anything. Oh, yeah, it would need the Bloom. And it would be with Tameshi. They would have to discard Whir of Invention for it, I guess. How are they... So they might have a Dwari Disruption here. Could have a counter spell. So I should probably play my Frog. I have a plethora of options. I'm not that afraid this turn of their next turn, so maybe I should just go Moonshadow, cycle Street Wraith, just try to get as many threats on the battlefield. All right, let's do that. So let's start with the Shadow of the Moon. Maybe I just play a Death Shadow too, depending what I can get my life total to. I think I'm okay with this. And I'll just play a Frog and save my Stubborn Denial for when it matters. I guess we can do this first. Gross. That's all right. We still got Reggie Boy. We still got a Reggie Boy. Belcher's still a good deck. It definitely was when I stopped playing Modern at the end of, like, what, November or whatever. It was definitely good. All right, Ragavan, keep doing your thing. All my hits are always horrendous from them, believe it or not. All right, I suppose it's time to draw some cards. EI! That was horrendous. That was not horrendous. Thy Shadow of Death. Okay, your go. So if they have untapped land, Belcher, and a way to counter a 1-drop, I guess I'm dead. Stock up. I don't think I care about a stock up. What can they find with a stock up? That's going to be, like, terrifying. They can't really deal with the creature once it's onto the battlefield. I guess they can do that. Whatever. I'm not supposed to counter the stock up, I don't think. Death Shadow's always been good against these kind of combo decks. I'm very disruptive, and I have a fast clock. So, you know, I mean, if this is the world we live in, this is the kind of world for Shadow. All right, so I need to get down to 2 life. Can I do so? No. I guess I can't die to any kind of reach, so I might as well just go as low as possible. Take 11, and that puts them out of range of having a untapped land available. Okay. Can I bounce a land? No. All right, here you go. Good luck. Yeah, I might be buying this deck to play in paper. I must say, this is quite nice. This is quite nice. Let's see, what do you got, opponent? I mean, double denial here. We should be pretty set. Except for, like, into the Flood Maw to start. You know, something like that. All right. Good luck fighting through 2 stubby Ds. They might not be able to beat 1. They might not be able to beat 1 of these. Stubby Ds can't be beat. There we go. All right. Okay, so up against the same matchups, essentially. I think we sideboard exactly the same. I guess Vexing Bauble is like a consideration because they have more zeros. But I still just think these 6 cards are much better than Vexing Baubles. And every other card seems good. Maybe Croxa is like not a good plan against them. Maybe taking out Croxa and having Vexing Baubles is just better. Oh yeah, Bauble actually stops their like 0 mana stuff too, huh? So that's probably worth it. I just have to remember to use my Baubles aggressively. This all seems great. This all seems great. Normally, when you play with a deck for so long and you just have this perfect sideboard plan, the ins and outs of other matchups, you know, you have this kind of cohesive, oh, we took out 8, brought in 8. Here, this is just a random list. We just got lucky on that one. But Vexing Bauble against the forces and all that stuff, that's the selling point. Plus just, does it shut down Tameshi? Tameshi's ability itself returns. So I guess my deck is very weak to Tameshi right now. That's a little lame. Could be a reason to have Dress Down as a 1-turn way to prevent Tameshi doing things, but... Because I literally cannot beat a Tameshi. I can't counter it. I can't kill it. Just not great. Oh well. We'll see. We'll see if that's even a plan. No lands, eh? No lands, no pressure. Too many sideboard cards. Not a fan. Well, it's not good. But I feel like I need a clock. I mean, I can definitely mulligan to, like, a Ragavan 2-spell. Like, I think I can do better than this. This Moonshadow does get big pretty quick, though. They kept... Maybe this isn't horrendous. 4-land Bauble Moonshadow. What more am I really hoping for? Like, I don't know. I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep. It's, of course, the low end of keeps. But Moonshadow hits for 3 on turn 2. Ragavan would be better in this spot, I think, though. But honestly, not even by that much. There's Lotus Bloom. Let's see what they got. Drawing a land was a mega tilt. Thoughtseize is less of a mega tilt. One more good card like a Thoughtseize, like a Ragavan or something, or an EI, I'll feel pretty good. One top, one bottom. Land, into play. Shit. There is Tameshi. I mean, I don't think I can beat Tameshi, so I think I have to take it. I mean, my hand could not be worse, of course, too, but... Alright, we need a spell. We need a spell. Okay, come on. EI into 2 very good cards. Do they have 2 sinks? No, they shouldn't. Yeah, 1 Ruckus Theater does really help with Moonshadow. Being able to kind of put 2 things into the yard, that's kind of spicy. It would be awesome here. I think I probably should just play 19 lands and play 1 Ruckus. I mean, I guess they're just like... Are they dead next turn? Oh, shit. They're getting this, though, huh? Okay. I am presenting lethal next turn. It's a pretty fast clock for how bad our draw is, but we, of course, can just be dead. I guess I should have mulliganed. This hand did have way too many lands. I'm even kind of dead with just them sinking into stupor me. Got any disruption and we had them? Any disruption. Yeah, I should have mulliganed. Dang it! Dang it! Why do you mock me? Alright. Why do you mock me? Can we keep an opener? I mean, probably. I just need a threat. I'll keep. I don't really want another land. I'm going to let them have Lotus Bloom because I want to have my Vexing Bauble do something. 4 sink into stupors, huh? So I think I'll just take Tameshi again. I'm going to go to upkeep, see what I draw. If I draw a fetch land, maybe I want to... I did not. So now I want to get more information on their hand. It's a good one to know about. So Tameshi's gone. 4 sinks. That's their 5. All right, I'm going to play it now. That's a good one. We are so back, y'all. It's like unreal how back we are. I was wondering if they were going to do this. So is this good? So if I counter this, I mean, I think I counter this. I probably sack it now. They got those 2 cards and 2 more. What are they going to have? And if I draw another card, so I can get up to 3 cards, I can discard those, take 9. I mean, regardless, it seems like what I should do. It did what I needed to. Okay. EI! It's actually kind of awkward. I don't think I want to cast anything. I think I just need to hold up the 2 counter spells and be on my way. Vexing Bauble doesn't actually do anything anymore, and Flusterstorm isn't needed when I already have 2 counter spells. I guess, do I still just lose to a Tameshi here? Probably not. All right. I guess I could just get a Flusterstorm. Maybe I draw another land. All right. Boom. Your go. I feel like Tameshi maybe still kills me here. I don't know. Like, they can do the Tameshi thing, but then, like, what would they do, you know? That's gonna do it! The Shadow of Death! We will be playing for the trophy! Let's go! All right, trophy match time. This hand looks nice. I'm gonna keep. This deck's gonna have a lot of 1-2 punches. And Thoughtseize into Frog is a 1-2 punch that's going to be good in a lot of different games. So I like this. It's a very different game. We're not trying to kill super fast, but we're doing the thing, you know? Is this a Shadow Mirror? That would be cool. Oh, no, never mind. We got Goat Shadow. We have the Goat Shadow, so who knows? Another combo that we haven't really talked about is Moon Shadow on 1, Psychic Frog on 2, discard your hand, attack for 7. All right, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, though. My heart tells me Moon Shadow, but my head tells me Thoughtseize. I think my head should listen here. But my heart. Yeah, because this could just be a fatal push for the Moon Shadow, and then I don't know if my Frog will be safe. That's too risky. So let's do this. I don't actually have to crack Bobble, too. Let's see what they're cooking with. Here's Goatseize. Okay. Not what I expected. Not what I expected at all. And why didn't they strike it rich? I guess they want to surveil. I mean, I don't have an answer to Ral right now, so I feel like that's what I have to take. What the hell is going on with our opponent's deck, though? I kind of want to now take a peek, because I'm gonna Shadow. Or I just Frog, and then the following turn I Moon Shadow and do the thing. All right. I am going to just pass the turn, though. I don't know if this is correct. I guess I could have just played Bobble. Yeah, I don't know what the hell our opponent is doing, though. All I know is I want to start doing Frog things. So they like the card. Probably going to be a Ral. It's a Thoughtseize bug for sure coming in. It's like not the worst if it's a Ral, because what the hell is going on with them anyways? Okay. Okay. I would love to find a Thoughtseize. So maybe that was the reason to Bobble. A Thoughtseize here would be so sick. It's pretty good too. It's also just not bad to just jump Frog twice. I already have one free discard, and then just block. Another great play here is just Moon Shadow, Fatal Push, sack the Bobble. That's pretty good. And then I can do some more looks. Yeah, actually that is too good. So, and look at this sweet synergy I can do. So I can go like this. I can see if I like the card on top. I don't. So I can get blue-black. And now I can just kill it straight away. I don't see why not. I guess if they play Ral. Ah, whatever. And draw a card. Okay, that was the worst possible for my draws with manipulating, but whatever. And here comes stock up. And then I'll probably just play Frog. So they have this mystery card and then two more cards they select, which is scary. I can go Psychic Frog and then discard Croxa and just put it into play. I can attack for 7 next turn with Moon Shadow. God, Moon Shadow is sick, y'all. Just draw the cards you need, y'all. Just draw whatever you need, and it makes it way easier to play Magic. Probably Ral. It's either that or Pyretic Ritual. Like if they just go Ral stock up. I mean, they are less likely to draw another Ral. They only have 2 left in the deck. Yeah, whatever. This will become 5. This deck is sweet, y'all. This deck is really sweet. I mean, all 3 of those cards seem important. Moonshadow's going to go up to 5. Put them to 11. Guess that's going to be tough to kill them next turn. So maybe I should have played Frog? That represents more damage next turn. God, scared me. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
If you need more, let me know.
No, that should be great. Love you. What did they do? They got rid of the ritual. Okay. They're trying to just bounce this, eh? That's okay. I don't think they... I think that they'd still struggle. What do you got, my friend? What do you got? That is hot. That is hot, but wow, that looks good. Oh my God. Yum. Yum. Some teriyaki chicken with a bunch of sriracha. Chef's Keys. Flow State. That's a pretty good card. That's a pretty good Magic card. So they have land, stock up, and they've Flow Stated. What the hell kind of deck is this? Blue-red kind of storm? Has anyone seen this deck before, or is this new to all of y'all as well? Now started. Stop drawing Rals. Yep. Well, I could easily be dead. Because they top decked another. I guess they didn't top deck it, but you know. Moonshadow's the truth, though. Alright, now I bet they're going to start the turn with just a stock up and a mystery card, and they easily might win. Don't think Croxa is enough here. They discarded stock up. I guess Past in Flames just kills me, huh? Oh, they just had 2 stock ups. All right, wish me luck. Uh-oh. I'm scared. This is a lame one to lose. We were in full control, you know? I'll probably do it. Stupid. I wonder if we punted the Crocs a turn. If it was Frog instead. I don't know. Probably. All right. Well, that was unfortunate. We had complete control of that entire game. And I think our only real decision was... I don't know. I already forgot. We did keep taking their Ral, and they just kept drawing more of them, which is unfortunate. So now our removal spell is still good. We got to kill Ral, but Unholy Heat is bad. Yeah, I think our big decision point was the Crocs of Frog turn, where I thought getting rid of one of their cards would have been good. But if we frogged, the following turn we get to like discard 3, get the thing to a 7/7, and then Frog would have been 4 power, so that's 11. I don't even remember what they were at. But that was the other major point, so maybe. All right. All the cards in my sideboard suck. So, yeah. Let's do it. Dang it. We had full control of that game. We put ourselves in a great spot. And then we chucked it away. I guess I'll keep. I don't think we want consigns. They don't have the Ruby thing, and countering a Storm trigger is no good, and otherwise there was not many targets, so consign does not seem good. I think I would rather do this. I'm glad I left in removal. I don't want them to kill my Moon Shadow. Best draw. Okay, sadly we get to do nothing here. I mean, I can go for the EI and hope there's a bobble on my top 3. Does not seem very good. So instead, I'll just hope they play a creature and then EI next turn. Moonshadow is so sick. Overly impressed. Overly impressed with Moonshadow. I cut one before I played. I was like, this can't be that good. But man, it's that good. It is indeed that good. I might have to buy these immediately. Let's hope they're not $1 million. I kind of want to let them hit me. Oh, $10? That's not bad. These are all pretty good cards. But I can only take one of them, essentially. I think I just ride Moonshadow to the W and keep my interaction. All right. Now the question is, do I Thoughtseize or not? I'm really unsure. I kind of want to not and just keep some interaction up, but if they play another Ral, I guess that's the tiebreaker. So if they just have another creature here. They got multiple creatures. That's also a Punisher. Well, I could take the land, or I could take the Metamorphose then. If I take the Metamorphose, the flow state is just a normal, sad flow state. Allow them to go Ral into flow state. I don't have that fast of a clock, unfortunately. I want to take Ral, but then they just go Mentor into Metamorphose into flow state. If I just take the land, I definitely slow them down by quite a bit. If they top deck something, that could be a train wreck. Tough. Tough, tough, tough. Metamorphose feels like the scariest card in this hand, since I can't take a creature. Alright. Very unsure. Crunch. I guess a spell bomb or two would have been good in this matchup, huh? Yeah, I like that it bolts them too if they want an untapped land. Tough match. We played against a lot of combo with this deck. Or in this stream. They're gonna just try to kill me? Not bad. So. A monkey. I don't want a monkey. Crunch. All right, I guess I have to save the Stubborn Denial for the Past in Flames. They can play Ral and double block now to stay alive. All right, so they stocked up. I Stubborn Denialed it. Now let's do this. Hand. EI here? Do I EI for a removal spell? I mean, I only have Fatal Push. Might be risky. But even if I miss and I just play a land, I think that's fine. So I don't think there's any risk, actually. Did not get the W right now. And I think I'd rather leave Stubborn Denial than Thoughtseize up. And we'll go from there. Stub their toe into Oblivion. At this point, I'm just going to save the Stubborn Denial to protect this. I know about this. And since I know their hand, when they go for flow state, I'll just win the game. See what they're going to do with this. Does that change it? I guess I shouldn't do anything now because if I counter it, they can deal 2. Draw a card if you control a blue permanent other than Raw. So they can only deal 2. They cannot draw a card. So they can't draw into Grape Shot and kill me. So if I go down to 4, they can put me to 2 and then I win. Okay. Stubby D! Stubby D for the GG. All right, 1 game to decide if we're a trophy winner. Love it. There are more creatures than I thought. Croxa does not seem good. So maybe I just need to kill creatures. If I kill their creatures, what the hell can they do, you know? And it looks like they didn't change, so. I mean, I think I'm going to keep. Only interaction is unfortunate, but... And they mulliganed. All right. 4 lands is the peak of, 5 you always mulligan, 4 you sometimes mulligan. But I think this hand's good enough. It'd be a lot better with a Surveil land. I'm going to add one of those. Any reason to let this live? I don't think so. I probably shouldn't have played that land, though. All right. Yeah, no, I can't capitalize, though. That is bad. I don't even want to Thoughtseize them when they're stuck on one land. But maybe I still should. Just to thin out my deck as well. Guess I gotta take one round, kill the other. Not great, not great. I could have countered that, but I don't think I wanted to. I'm going to have another use of being able to stubborn denial something. Expressive iteration. Psychic Frog off the top one time, please. Oh! Oh! All you gotta do is ask. All you gotta do is ask, my friends. Oh, baby, that was just buck nasty. Best possible. Best possible. I only have one more dual land. I'm gonna attack. Let's get a little pressure going. Let's take a peek at ourselves. Let's take a look at ourselves, you know? I'll keep a Thoughtseize. I have the pressure now. So all I need to do is just maintain their hand size and keep Froggy alive. I can do those things. God, we're so back. We are so back. That resolves. Interesting. Okay. I don't love that. Do I stubborn denial or do I push? Stubborn denial is just a hard counter right now, and fatal push to save Ral is probably better. But then I could lose to some kind of ritual bullshit. Yeah, I don't think I should do that. So I should do this. All right, here they come. And here they come. Okay. I have one land left in my deck. So I want it to be this. Go get my swamp, my only land. Oh, I do have 2 lands. Okay, I should probably get the Watery Grave then. I'm going to go to 6. That's okay. Is that silly? Do they die? 7, 9, 10, 11. Oh, they're dead on board. Okay. We have done it. We have done it. We have done it. First match of Modern in 6 months. It comes back when Grixis Death Shadow gets its 2 #1 predators out of the metagame. And all of a sudden, we 5-0. I don't want to say easily, but it wasn't hard. The Shadow of Death is back, my friends. I will be working on this deck. That is for damn sure. So if you're interested in some Death Shadow content, join the Patreon, !Patreon, or below in the description. That's almost assuredly going to be my next sideboard guide, as I am excited to work on this. I already know some changes I want to make, so yes, this is awesome. League #1, we get trophy #1. That's really what it's all about. So if you're watching this on YouTube, love y'all, friends. Appreciate you watching. Make sure to subscribe below, comment, all that kind of jazz, and we'll see you in the next video.